home like it's a bomb. Defending myself from this war that's going on. Open up your eyes and tell me what you see. I see the strength in the youth stopping HIV. So if you listen to the words that I had to say, don't hesitate, take a test today.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm JonKeL, and welcome to the Vibe Connection, where we get to the real deal on real issues in our communities. Now, the topic of today's show is media hookups, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Joining us today, we have Ronnie Barnett of the Village Miami Connection, and we also have Tyrone Peters of the Village, also Boys to Boys. Thank you both for coming out today.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm flipping through the channels, channel to channel, and it seems like on every channel there's an advertisement for a new computer sale. I don't get it. How attached have our youth, especially Hispanic and African American youth, grown to the internet, the whole internet world?
Well, since like the 80s, computers weren't like commonplace in the home. Now you go to somebody's house, if they don't have a computer, it's like not having a telephone. So everybody's attached to their computers, and they've come down in price so much, everybody's got them.
Well, do you have a computer, Tyrone?
Yeah, I have a computer.
And do you use your computer?
Yeah.
Internet?
Of course.
All that?
All that's good stuff. Because see, when I work with him on the line sometimes, jump on the line with him, and do a little outreach with him on the line. Everybody has a computer nowadays. Everybody has a computer. And like he said, if you don't have a computer, you go to your boy's house or your friend's house and just log on to their computer, and you're in cyber, you're on the web.
Well, speaking of that line, Ronnie, can you tell us a little about your internet outreach program?
Since about June of last year, we started a cyber outreach prevention program, and we adapted a character called HIV Prevention Boy. So he's a cartoon character, and I take on his persona when I'm in the chat rooms on AmericaOnline, Gay.com, whatever, and we give the information to the people that are requesting it, whether it be private chats, in a main room. We shoot questions to people and just make everybody think. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Wow. What about testing? Are there referrals for testing online?
It's funny you asked about the testing portion. People are kind of hesitant to get tested via these mediums, but the whole point of us being there is to build a rapport with these people, so that, I mean, maybe by the third or fourth conversation I have with them, they're like, all right, Ronnie, cool. I'm going to come to your business place and get tested, or you can come to my place, and I don't have a problem with that. And you get them tested. It's not a problem.
Now, I know your job isn't easy at all, okay? But if someone out there wanted to do the same work that you're doing on the internet, could they go wrong in any way?
You can go very wrong. Putting your own personal twist on things and not sticking to the facts, that's a good way to go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trained by the CDC and the Department of Health to have the facts. So we give the people the facts, but we give it to them in a way that they can digest it. So if you come at me, yo, what's up? I'm going to come at you, yo, what's up? If you come at me, hey, hello, I'm going to give you the same way. If you use profanity, I'm going to use profanity. That's just the way it is. I have to bring it to the level of the client so that they can understand what I'm saying to them.
Well, I know you can't see, well, unless you got the webcam, but you can't see everybody you're talking to online. So how do you know who to target?
I mean, I park in a room. America Online has different chat rooms, M4M chat rooms, which are user created, and I go into the chat rooms, they see my screen name, HIV Prevention Boy, I have a profile. Of course, they don't see me because there's a character, and that's who I'm representing at the time. And they ask me questions. They can send me a private message or an email or whatever.
Well, what's the vibe on the hookups, like online? Is it just, I mean, on the phone lines, is it just sex, or do people want to hook up to conversate?
Well, you had the majority of people on this for sex. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for one thing, that SEX. They're looking to go to your house and just get, that wham bam and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And you have your other kind of party that just, they have their friends on there, and they're trying to converse with their friends about different events, going to the movies, going to balls, stuff like that. So, but it's like I said, it's wide-based variety of people on there, but they're looking for sex. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just up on there trying to just, drop the knowledge that, yes, sex is good, but you have to protect yourself. So you have a whole bunch of STDs out there, HIV, syphilis, a lot of stuff out there that, is destroying the team, destroying us. And they have to be aware of that.
So people they're on the phone lines and well, what do you have on? What are you wearing?
All of that.
Where you live? You live near me, and you come on HIV prevention. What's their reaction?
No, some of them, they trip. You know, a lot of people, they like, you know, they don't want to hear what I got to say. You know, I get the one or two just, you know, just like they blow me a message, you know, saying some stupid nonsense. But I do have my people that they when they hear my message, they ask, you know, how can I get syphilis? You know, or how can I do this? Where can I get tested at? Is it really true about this? You know, about oral sex? Can you get HIV from oral sex? And that's when I jump in. I'm like, yeah, you know, I dropped the knowledge. I'm like, yeah, you can get HIV from oral sex if you have a cut in your mouth and that person is infected and they have a cut on their penis where they have pre-cum that shoots inside of your mouth.
Do people actually listen when you educate them?
Honestly, they do listen, and the funny part about it is, I'm glad you asked that question. A lot of the people that I speak with, they send me back emails that say, thank you for giving me that referral. I did have syphilis or chlamydia or gonorrhea, and it's treated, so thank you. Yeah. And I get lots of thank you letters, so I know what I'm doing is very effective. And the whole way of it being anonymous, so I don't know you're more apt to tell me what's really going on in your life. Because I know when I do street outreach, it's night and day. People are not going to tell you their business. They don't have any clue who I am, and I don't have any clue who they are, so they're going to tell me all their business. And I'm going to give them the correct info and give them a good referral so they can get whatever they need taken care of.
Now, is there any danger? You know, of course there may be some, but on the internet and on the phone lines, what dangers would there be in hooking up?
There's a whole lot of danger, you know. There's danger everywhere. There's danger when you walk outside your front door, you know what I'm saying? There's danger everywhere. Like on the party line, you have people on the party line, you know, like I said, you have your young group and you have your middle-aged group that's on the party line looking for young kids. You know what I'm saying? You have people on the party line that's looking for partying with drugs, with weed, cocaine, stuff like that. You know, and then you have your other group that's looking to do barebacking. That's a new like fad in town now, to do barebacking, which is having unprotected sex, and it's not that's not cool.
Yeah. Well, what could you say to the people out there who still are blinded? They're still sitting in their houses with the shades pulled, peeking out, saying, "This can't happen to me. This can't happen to me. I'm online and I'm talking to this person and they coming over my house, but nothing's gonna happen to me."
It can happen to you, and that's the fact of it. I mean, I speak to people on a daily basis that tell me mishaps that have happened at their own location, their own apartment, hotel, whatever they go to, invite somebody from the internet over, not knowing that this person is psychotic. I mean, just the other day I was speaking to a gentleman online, and he spoke to me about a hookup that turned into him getting robbed, tied up in a closet, and left there. A hotel maid found him. That happened.
That's scary.
It happened.
That's scary.
It happened.
What about on the phone lines? I mean, what kind of trouble can you run into on the phone lines?
The same thing. You have kids going, you know, you're meeting somebody you don't know. You're just talking to them over the phone. They might sound, you know, smart, intellectual, stuff like that, but when you go meet them in person, it's a different person that you're meeting. You know what I'm saying? And it's scary. It's scary. Because you're given one description, but when you get to the whole total different description that you're seeing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got robbed, raped. You know, it's scary. It's really scary.
I just, you know, myself have been exposed to the scene, the gay community, and before, I wouldn't say I fell under the category of homophobia, but it was something that I didn't know about. I was not educated at all, and I thought it was just sex. Okay, men are having sex with men. That's it. That's all I thought about. That's all that came to mind. And I think with a lot of people who are ignorant, you know, who still, well, a little uneducated about the gay community, that's all they see. That's all they see. When they see gay men, they see gay men having sex. Is it more than that?
It's always more than that. A gay relationship is just like any heterosexual relationship. I mean, that's a misconception that a lot of people have. They think gay and automatically think sex, and that's it. I mean, I know many people that have quality gay relationships that have been together for many, many years, just like I know many straight people that have dysfunctional relationships. It's the same thing.
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
What about you, Terrence?
Yes, I agree with what Ronnie says. It's the same thing. You know what So you have your relationship, your gay relationship that works for years. I know couples that have been together for 10, 15, 20 years. And I know heterosexuals that got married early this year, and they're getting divorced this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not something you can really put a stamp on.
Are there any stories of you guys ever getting mixed up, you know, because they are trying to hook up online or on the phone lines?
Yeah.
Do they ever mistake you for...
It's happened, yeah. They call, they're like, you know, hey, what's your name, you know, what's your bill? And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to give you some knowledge, you know. Trying to teach you something about STDs and HIV, and you don't, I'm working right now, you know. Not right now.
Oh, yeah. I get pictures in my email box. Since you know about HIV, I want to be with you. just because I'm trained by the state to do testing and counseling, that doesn't mean anything. So they're automatically assuming, since I'm giving knowledge, that I'm a good clear shot, just hook up. I mean, some people, they don't think. And I have to break it down. And when I do, they're like, wow.
Okay, you say, I've noticed you said, you know, we're doing outreach and we're giving out condoms, we're spreading the word, but is it more than that? Is it more than just, here's a condom?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when we do street outreach, and even when we're on the computer and the phone, if somebody wants to talk, we're going to talk to them. Mm-hmm. If I'm in front of a club and somebody wants to talk about how to use the condom I just gave them, because some people automatically assume that they know how. When, I mean, at least 5 times out of 10, they don't. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to show you exactly how to use it, so that when you walk away with the kit that I just gave you, you're going to actually know what you're doing with it. Because, I mean, if you're not knowing how to put the condom on, why even bother? So I'm going to give you all that information. So it's not just handing the condom out.
Can all ages benefit from this, or just youth?
All ages.
All ages?
All ages.
I mean, talk to all types of ages, all races. You know, we don't discriminate. We're trying to get that word to everybody. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're sexually active, then you're at risk. Yeah. I mean, just the other day I tested a 75-year-old man. He's sexually active. I can't hate him.
Mm-hmm. I guess not. So what would you say to the people out there that are hooking up on the internet and on the phone party lines for all the wrong reasons? What could you say to them to make them kind of wake up?
To wake up, just to use the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Use safe sex. Do safe sex. You know, wear your condoms when you're doing oral sex. When you're having any kind of sex, use your condoms. Any kind of protection. There always should be a barrier there. You know, because these STDs, you know, and HIV is killing a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So they have to be really protected. You know, it's a wild, wild roller coaster ride. And they have to know before they jump on a roller coaster, they have to read the little sign, the little precaution sign, what to do, what not to do.
Well, if you don't have a condom and you still want to be safe, you want to be safe, HIV negative, STD negative,
and you don't have a condom,
what do? You
don't have sex. Mm-hmm. It's as simple as that.
And that's just abstinence.
It's hard, yeah.
It's hard, and I mean, a lot of people find it hard, and of course those people that find it hard, they need to utilize barrier methods. But the safest sex is no sex. Mm-hmm. And some people aren't trying to hear that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you that. You could either take it or not take it, but I'm going to tell you that, and I'm also give you the information. It's up to you.
But a lot of people don't know. I don't think a lot of people know. They're just told to abstain from sex. They're not taught how to abstain from sex. Are there methods to go about to abstain?
Well, there's different methods, you know, staying home, you know, and practice on your own self.
Oh,